What's up, guys? It's Brian from HASHWAREHUB. It's about 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. January 4th, 2018, we'll come to you with a brand new trading video. This one is the trifecta video. It's Cardano, IOTA, and Ripple. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get all the information coming right to you in your inbox. What are we looking at here? We're looking at daily data. This is Cardano. And wow, on a freaking tear. Daily data, this is actually coming from CoinMarketCap. And Ripple, which we'll get to, I believe, last, is actually Poloniex data. It's just where the data sources come from, most readily available. And this is where the market closed yesterday. Okay, I think it's even a little bit higher today. I think it's $1.16 per Cardano coin. And what is there to say here? I mean, we had made some videos. We made some videos, I think here and here and here. And, here we're saying, as always, this Cayenne line is a hidden support level. Okay, several days in advance of the market coming down here, give you many chances to get in, to go ahead and take this even higher. Okay, super low risk entry. So there are always a lot of questions. Hey, is it too late? Is it too late to invest in this? Is it too late to invest in that? Well, it's really never too late, as long as you get into it in a low risk entry point. And this is one of the ways to go ahead and identify that. So is it currently a low risk entry point? No. At 1.1, or what is it, 1.16 now? It's not being shown on this chart, but I just looked at it prior. No, it's not. So what has to happen? Now the market has to come down to the blue line, or the blue line has to come up. The blue line never comes up as far as to meet the market. The market always will come down to the blue line. That's just the way it works. The trend strength indicator is showing super bullish. I mean, it is just pinned at super bullish. And the D trend indicator is moving up. MACD is moving up, and sign indicator, which we don't look at all too much for daily data, is it's at its highs. So not much really to say here, other than the fact that, again, like we always say, de-risk these types of positions. You have to, because again, look where the market could go. Okay, the blue line is also a great way to say, hey, where can the market go for a correction right now? So literally, you can close your eyes, go to sleep, you can wake up, and it could half the price. If you're not happy with that, well then clearly you have to de-risk your position. If you're cool with it, then hey, go right ahead, continue, hold on. But for me, it's too much risk for me to sleep with. So I would look to de-risk, and there's many different ways you can do that. You can start selling some here. You can say, okay, if it drops down to 90 cents, I'm going to sell some. Or if it drops down to 60 cents or 70 cents or 50 cents or whatever this is right here. This is, call it 55 cents, 57 cents. Yeah, it's wherever you feel you want to remove that risk. It's totally up to you. This just gives you parameters. Okay, this gives you parameters. So let's move on to the next one. Next one is IOTA. IOTA, a little bit of a different story here. So, we're removing this, the algorithm does it, but the algorithm is removing this hidden support level. When it does that, it says, I'm not really so sure. The reason why it does it, it says, I'm not really so sure there is really any support that I can measure right now. So that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all. So, we had shown that, this hidden support level here 2 days before the market actually came down. Again, another thing. It came down from, let's say, 50 cents to 3.5 cents, right? So, that's what, that's 30% decrease overnight. Pretty high. very high, right? 30% decrease overnight. So when I was saying prior, like with Cardano, that it could have overnight, I just showed you something that reduced 30%. So you can see these huge moves down can happen. I mean, look at this. Boom. In a day, this thing just dropped. It actually dropped lower. I mean, it dropped down to like below 30 cents, right? So you can see, I mean, it went from like 5 and change. I mean, 2.5 is not so far away. I mean, it could have gotten there, right? I mean, that was a previous hidden support level. It could have gotten there. So I'm not crazy when I say these things can half overnight. And it's one of the reasons why I always say you need to de-risk. You could go to sleep, you have $10,000 in a position, you wake up, you have $5,000 in a position. Completely different outlook now on your trading. So what is there to say from this point forward? Okay, trend strength indicator came off here. I believe we made a video right around that time period. Okay, the sign indicator was pointing down. Now the sign indicator is all sorts of mix. Like I said, we don't like to use it on a daily basis anyway, so I really wouldn't even look at this at all. I mean, the only thing you could discern from it is that, yeah, okay, the market's tending to move up from this point. Okay, great. But what's more worrisome is that the Cayenne line has disappeared. Okay, so that gives me no real, like, pathway for which way the market's going to go. Right? Really gives me no pathway. So we could do some more standard technical analysis, and maybe that's what we'll start doing on these, to give a larger roadmap of what we believe may possibly be happening here. And so we'll look to go ahead and do that maybe in the next few videos. Even the trend strength indicator is moving up here, but it's really not definitive. When it's kind of in these mid-range levels, it just tells us choppy trading, really choppy trading, which is not the type of trading I want to be involved in. I want to know it's going to swing from here to here or there to here. Right? I want to know definitively it's going to make a move. Right? I don't want to muddy my money up, my money up being in choppy trades. It's not for me. It's not what I like to do. So that's a story here with what's going on here. D-trend is kind of sideways. Nothing really to make out here. So, I don't see this as a place to add on to Cardano. I see probably this is a place to take profits if you already haven't. I think the fact that it's at 4 and change right now is, you're kind of lucky. This is the close as of last night. I don't remember what it is right now. But if it's anywhere close to there, I would say take some profits, because it's equally likely of this thing to go down and up. And it's probably more likely for it to go down than up. Next, Ripple. Completely different animal, like I've been saying for some time now. Okay? And even Ripple, I mean, let's say this is $2 here, right? And the next day it went down to $1.50. That's 50 cents, right? So that's a 40% decrease one day. 40%. Again, 50% is not so out of the realm if you can move 40% decrease in one day. So don't tell me if you were holding, Ripple, don't tell me that you weren't kind of getting a little uneasy, to say the least, if you had held it throughout this downtrend. Now, you may say, well, it moved up to $3, and now I think it's even a little bit higher. Well, okay, great. It moved up to $3. You got lucky. It's not to say that it won't come down again. Not to say that it won't go up again either. But, take some profit off the table. Take some profit off the table so you can deploy it in the lower risk entry. You don't want to go ahead and increase your risk You increase your risk, you therefore lower your probability of making money. I'm all about increasing my probability of making money. Okay? Next, the trend strength indicator is showing super bullish, but something here that I don't like. I don't like that there's this divergence between the trend indicator and the trend of the market. Okay, it's another reason why I would be taking money off the table. This always makes me very uneasy, makes me very queasy that the market is moving up and the trend is just kind of moving sideways. Oof, it should make you very uneasy too. Again, I mean, the market's around $3. The blue line is $1.50. Could half your position overnight. So please, I don't want to hear, I don't want to get emails and comments and stuff like that saying, what should I do now when the market comes down to $1.50? I don't know what to do. When the market comes down to $1.50, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know, pray that the market goes back up again. Where did you buy in? Did you buy in anywhere in the past week? If you did, okay, I'm not really sure what to do. What's your risk tolerance? It's really up to you. I just provide a map here of what we're doing and what we're seeing. You take the information and you apply it to your trading, the way you see best fit. But what I can say is that this makes me very uneasy. I don't like this at all. Doesn't mean that this price won't move up to $6. It could. But to me, it says that this is another piece of information that's saying the probability of it moving down before it moves up is much higher. So, and really, for two main reasons here. Boom, the trend. Second thing is that it has gone for so long without making any correction back to the blue line. Okay, this is very long, very long. Eventually, the price will come down to the blue line. You can see the blue line has been, ratcheting up, as it should. But, there's just so far it will go before the market will then turn around and come back down and try to kiss the blue line. Hopefully it kisses it and then kind of goes back from there, goes back north from there. And that's a great thing when that does happen, because that's a low risk entry. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to get off my soapbox because I really want you guys to really heed this warning. Save your money. Your money is precious. I value it too. I don't like seeing money being burned. So, it's one of the reasons why we make these videos. So with that said, tell all your friends about us. We're trying to make a little bit of a campaign here to try to increase our subscription base. And so if you feel what we're doing is useful, totally try to post our videos or tell your friends and family about us, your crypto friends and family about us. It would be greatly appreciated. So with that said, happy trading, and we will be speaking to you soon.